Two of the largest horror universes on the internet were born on the exact same website, and they couldn't be more different. One is a massive database of monsters that a secret government agency keeps locked in cages. The other is an endless maze of empty rooms that you can fall into if reality glitches. SCP Foundation and the Backrooms. Together, they've inspired thousands of stories, hundreds of games, and now a Hollywood movie. But here's what most people don't realize. These two universes represent completely opposite fears. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why they've taken over the internet and which one is scarier. The year is 2007. On 4chan's paranormal board, an anonymous user posts something strange. It's written like a classified government document. It describes a concrete statue called SCP-173. The statue can't move while you're looking at it, but the moment you blink, it snaps your neck. That single post launched the largest collaborative fiction project in human history. Today, the SCP Foundation Wiki contains over 9,800 entries, each one written like a top-secret file, each one describing something that shouldn't exist. Now fast forward 12 years to 2019. Same website, same paranormal board. Someone posts a thread asking people to share images that just feel wrong. One image stands out. A photo of a massive yellow room. Fluorescent lights buzzing overhead. Old carpet. No people, no windows, no doors. Just endless empty hallways. An anonymous writer looked at that image and typed a few sentences about no clipping out of reality, and the Backrooms were born. Both universes started with a single anonymous post on 4chan, but what they built from that starting point, completely different worlds. The SCP Foundation is built around one core idea: control. There's a secret organization. They find anomalies. They study them. They lock them up. Every SCP entry reads like a government file. Clinical, cold, professional. SCP-096 is a pale creature with impossibly long arms. If you see its face, even in a photograph, it will find you, and it will kill you. The file describes exactly how the Foundation contains it, what procedures to follow, what happens when containment fails. That's the genius of SCP. The horror isn't just the monster, it's the documentation. Reading a dry clinical report about something that could end the world is way more terrifying than any jump scare. You feel like you just accessed a file you were never meant to see. The Backrooms work on the exact opposite principle. There is no organization, no containment, no control. You're alone. You fell through the floor of reality, and now you're trapped in an infinite labyrinth of identical rooms. The buzz of fluorescent lights, the smell of wet carpet, the feeling that something is watching you from around the next corner, but nothing is there, and that's worse. The community has expanded the lore into hundreds of levels. Level 0 is the classic yellow rooms. Level 1 is a massive industrial warehouse. Level 2 is dark maintenance tunnels. Some levels are safe havens. Most are not. And the entities that wander these levels, they don't have clinical files. They don't have containment procedures. They just exist, and you have no idea what they'll do. So SCP gives you the illusion of control and then rips it away. The Backrooms never give you control in the first place. But which approach conquered the internet? Here's where things get wild. SCP had a 12-year head start, and it used that time well. The SCP Wiki became the largest collaborative writing project in history. Over 9,800 anomalies documented. Over 6,300 short stories. The community built an entire mythology. There are rival organizations, multiple apocalypse scenarios, entries so complex they have entire novels hidden inside them. SCP also spawned dozens of video games. SCP Containment Breach, SCP Secret Laboratory, SCP-3008, where you're trapped in an infinite IKEA. These games introduced millions of players to the universe. But then the Backrooms did something nobody expected. In January 2022, a 16-year-old kid named Kane Parsons uploaded a 9-minute video to YouTube. Found footage, someone stumbling through the Backrooms. It looked like a lost VHS tape from the 1990s. The video exploded. It went from 1 million to 7 million views in just 48 hours. His series now has over 190 million views. And here's the part that sounds made up. A24, the studio behind Everything Everywhere All at Once and Midsummer, signed Kane Parsons to direct a feature film. He's now 20 years old, the youngest director in A24's history. The Backrooms movie hits theaters May 2026. It stars Chiwetel Ejiofor. A single 4chan post became a YouTube series, which became a Hollywood movie directed by a teenager. In less than 7 years, here's what it all comes down to. SCP and the Backrooms represent the two most fundamental human fears. SCP is the fear that there are things in this world that we cannot understand. Things so dangerous that an entire secret organization exists just to keep them locked away. And sometimes, even that isn't enough. The Backrooms is the fear of being completely and utterly alone. No monsters needed, just empty rooms, infinite space, and the growing realization that no one is coming to save you. SCP says the world is full of horrors, but someone is trying to protect you. The Backrooms says there is no one. You are alone, and you always have been. Both of them started as anonymous posts on the same corner of the internet. Both grew into massive universes built by thousands of contributors, and both prove something remarkable. The scariest stories in the world aren't written by Hollywood studios with $100 million budgets. They're written by anonymous strangers on the internet, building on each other's nightmares, one post at a time. So let's recap. 1. SCP and the Backrooms both originated on 4chan's paranormal board, but SCP is built on clinical documentation and control, while the Backrooms thrives on isolation and chaos. 2. SCP has over 9,800 entries and is the largest collaborative fiction project ever, while the Backrooms went from zero to a Hollywood movie in just 7 years. And 3. They represent opposite fears. SCP is the horror of what lurks in the world. The Backrooms is the horror of being completely alone. So which one is scarier to you, SCP or the Backrooms? Drop your answer in the comments. And if this video made you think about internet horror in a new way, hit subscribe. I make videos about the weird, fascinating stories hiding on the internet. I'll see you in the next one.